Good morning, everybody. Oh, that is really pathetic. Good morning. Oh, that is so much better. Alzheimer's not only affects the person with the disease, but the lives of their family members as well. Each person connected to someone with Alzheimer's has his or her own personal reason for walking to end Alzheimer's. You are likely aware of the staggering statistics that once every 69 seconds, a person is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Your fellow walkers surrounding this stage represent the number of people diagnosed since we opened our doors this morning at 8:30. That's 52 people in just 1 hour. This Promise Garden marks the beginning of a new hands-on and mission-focused element which calls for participants to come together and make a commitment to fulfill their promise to remember, to honor, to care, and to fight Alzheimer's disease.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Nancy Udelson, she's the executive director. She helped be a major part of making today happen. Again, everybody, I'm News Channel 5's Alicia Ciccolone. I am so happy to be here today. You know, News Channel 5 is a very proud sponsor, as I keep mentioning, of this event, as well as numerous other sponsors of today's huge walk, as I see this crowd growing to end Alzheimer's. You know, the Association of Cleveland, the chapter for Cleveland to walk today's walk for ending Alzheimer's, has worked very hard to make today happen. Not only to end Alzheimer's, but they work throughout the year, not just for this walk to end Alzheimer's, but all year long to get the word out, as well as the services for the Alzheimer's Association. And those services are huge to the families, the friends, the people, and as well as the victims that are diagnosed with the disease. This year's event, though, brings a new name and some major energized efforts and commitment to making Alzheimer's a major priority right here in Cleveland and in Northeast Ohio, as well as across the country. And we know we've all heard about it. We are all here today as a joint effort. We have all been touched by this, but we are also here to reclaim the future for millions of Americans that suffer from this debilitating disease. As we all know, I've said it, you've heard Nancy say it, Alzheimer's is a disease that not only affects the person diagnosed with it, but it also affects everyone that cares for the people that are diagnosed. I don't want to make this too personal. I don't want to bore you, but I want to let you know what brought me here today. My grandmothers on both sides of my family, my huge Italian 100% family, they were both diagnosed with the disease. And as children, we all took care of them with our parents. And I lost my grandmothers within just years of each other to the disease. That is something I don't ever want to see again. And I am as committed as all of you to be here today to raise that money and make this stop. It has to stop. And I also want to do one quick thing. I want to bring up one more person real quickly. One of my best friends, Linda Gordon, she's here today for the very same reason and lost her father to this disease.
Hi. I just want to say that I lost my dad. It's going to be 8 years in March. And it was a very long struggle. It starts a long time before somebody actually passes away. And I'm here today to honor him, to walk for the cause, and I miss him very dearly. And thank you for letting me be here today. It's an honor for me.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
And speaking of another Linda, I'd like to bring up Linda Jordan, who I had the pleasure of meeting today. She's going to speak on behalf of the estimated 100,000 people in Northeast Ohio who are caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's. We just talked about that, and who have served in this role as that caretaker and someone that loves those people very much. Linda?
Good morning. And thank you for coming to the Walk to End Alzheimer's. My name is Linda Jordan, and like many of you, I have been affected by Alzheimer's disease. I cared for both my mother, diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and my father, diagnosed with dementia. Unfortunately, that was not the end of my journey with Alzheimer's disease. I was working as a registered nurse in the year 2005 when I started noticing that I couldn't do the things I normally did. It was like I couldn't think or function. I would pick up a form and I was unable to figure out what to do with the form. I was nervous and I was frightened. One day, I was driving, but I became so nervous and so frightened that I drove straight to my doctor's office, and I didn't have an appointment. She ran lots of tests, made lots of referrals, and eventually, I was diagnosed with young onset Alzheimer's disease. I was 55 years old. I had to retire. I could not function at work. My daughter moved in with me and helped me redo my house so that it was safe for me. She also helped me develop strategies so that I could complete my daily activities. I felt lost being diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Fortunately, my doctor encouraged me to connect with the Alzheimer's Association. The Alzheimer's Association understood what I was going through and immediately was able to offer me and my family support during our difficult times. Being diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease was overwhelming. It was scary, but the Alzheimer's Association showed me how to take back control and live successfully with this disease. The Alzheimer's Association is a lifeline for families like mine. I am so grateful to each of you for participating in this event. This will help the Alzheimer's Association continue the incredible work they do every day. Thank you.
What a story. That just goes to show you again why we are here today. Totally courageous, not afraid, and ready to fight. Linda, thank you. You know, none of us could be here today without this outrageous generosity from our sponsors. I've talked about them all morning since we've got here. These sponsors have supported us with major funds, goods, and services to make this event something to remember and to be a reality of what we need so desperately to get to the point that we want to be. The names of our sponsors are in your programs, those those purple programs, as well as the signage. If you take a look above us, their names are all over the signs. Those are people to be awarded and recognized. Let's do a quick round of applause for them. I'm thrilled to have them here with us today. I'd also like you to know as well, our sponsors have tables. Check out all those companies before you make your way out to your walk. And they're listed on your bags, those purple bags. If you want to hold up a bag real quick, everybody should be getting one of those bags. Enjoy them. Those are our sponsors' names. You can make, like I said, your way around to their tables. I also want to say thank you to the national teams. They are also huge in this event. They are committed to joining forces across our entire country to recruit teams, raise this money we keep talking about for critical funding for the mission. I want to also thank the volunteers. They are integral today to making this happen, and there are so many of them that are so dedicated and worked so hard over the past couple months to go ahead and help us make this event happen. I'd like to recognize also, there's so many people to recognize. I'd like to recognize our fabulous event co-chairs, Cheryl Passoff, Janet Kodrich, and Neil Golly. Thank you guys so much. We can do better than that, guys. Let's do better than that. Thank you guys for being here today. This event obviously would not be possible without your energy, your excitement. I know everybody's tired, but your commitment to the cause. Certainly this event would also not be possible without the extreme hard work and dedication of the chapter staff. I cannot say enough about them. In particular, the development team that was led by Karen Bain. Also, let's give her a round of applause. Absolutely, Karen Bain. All of you have been receiving regular walk emails that will recognize the walk and names of our sponsor coordinator, Cheryl Berman. A big hand again, Cheryl Berman, awesome. And now, this is an exciting thing for all of us, someone we love very much, on top of all of the people we just mentioned that we love very much. I'd like to join on stage with me now two wonderful friends of the Alzheimer's Association, and we all know who they are, Janie and Larry Nance. There's our round of applause. Thank you, guys. They have been so wonderful to the association. They have walked and raised money for the last several years in memory of Larry's mom, Minnie Nance. That's a big deal, as you well know, because if you have someone that you love, especially a parent, for Larry, that's his heart, that's his soul, that's why he's here. Team Larry Nance dunks Alzheimer's and has raised more than $20,000 since 2008. That is big money in such a short amount of time. Larry, Janie, awesome. Awesome. We love you very much. As you guys know, I don't even need to say it. Larry's a former member of our Cleveland Cavaliers that we love. Thank you so much to the both of you for your commitment, your support, and your participation again this year. I want to take another moment to introduce our next person, and I am finding this very ironic. I was blessed to get married 4 weeks ago yesterday to a wonderful man who changed my life and made me realize what commitment really means, and only encouraged me more to be more of a committed person to the things that I believe in. And ironically, someone in his family that I am now related to is here today that I'm going to be introducing you to. I'm talking about the power of one person making a difference. And this person that I'm talking about happens to be my new cousin, Todd Weber. His mother had Alzheimer's disease. He and his family formed Team Weber back in 2007. And like so many of you, he reached out to family and friends for donations. That's always who we go to first. This year, Todd, who is a project manager for ABB, a global power and technology company with a facility right here in Cleveland, took his fundraising a step further. He went above and beyond this year. Todd dedicated and decided to submit a funding proposal to ABB Foundation in the hope that the foundation would support our walk this year. Todd and Development Director Karen Bain worked together, developing a compelling case for support and submitted it to the foundation. I am so happy to announce that because of Todd's initiative, the ABB Foundation has awarded our chapter, get ready, $15,000 this year. Again, only confirming the commitment that was reaffirmed to me about what one person can do for a foundation and a cause that they believe in. Additionally, Team Weber has raised over $5,000 since 2007. There's your $20,000. Todd, I want you to join us at the podium now. I'm so happy you're my cousin. I'm so happy you're so involved. And thank you so much that the ABB Foundation did what they did and awarded that $15,000 to the association.
Thank you, Alicia. I lost my mother a few years ago. My family's here, and I'm just very pleased and proud to present this check in the amount of $15,000 on behalf of Team Joan Weber 2011 and the ABB Foundation to the Cleveland Area Alzheimer's Association. Thank you.
Obviously, finally now, I want to thank everyone. Huge thank you and congratulations to our top fundraisers for the Downtown 2011 Walk to End Alzheimer's. The top fundraisers were ranked as the cutoff date just last Wednesday at noon, and I'd like to ask them to join me here on the stage. Well, our top three individual fundraisers, in third place, Karen Buckley, $3,500. I should say $3,568. We don't want any penny to go unnoticed. In second place, our Larry Nance, raising $3,800. And in first place, Anthony Bonavita raised $7,000. Let's give that round of applause to these people today. Congratulations, everybody, for your hard work. I'd now like to invite the team captains from the top three teams to come to the stage and be acknowledged as well. In third place, Team Bonavita, Team Captain Anthony Bonavita, again raising $7,100. In second place, Rolly's Army, Team Captain, I hope I say this right, Aliana Assad, $8,203. In first place, Mark A. Smith, Cure from Cleveland, Team Captain, Jima, boy, I hope I say this right because it's harder than Ciccolone, Casa de Jesus Smith, who raised $9,286. Awesome, everybody up here. And I got corrected. It is worse than Ciccolone, I'm sorry. Gemma, accept my apology. You know, Cleveland and the world lost a night in the fight to cure Alzheimer's disease just last December. Mark Anthony Smith was a professor of pathology at Case Western Reserve University and a world-renowned Alzheimer's investigator. He was tragically killed on December 19th in 2010 while walking home. He tirelessly fought this disease experimentally in the laboratory, through mentoring the next generation of researchers, and in the community by directly spreading his knowledge to patients and families who needed hope that something was being done for the cause. He fought Alzheimer's with all his might, so it is now our turn to continue his mission with that same excitement, that same enthusiasm and commitment that he had. Thank you, Jamma, right? I got that right? Yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. New this year is a 10-year perpetual trophy, which was donated to the chapter by Gino's Jewelers. Each year, the name of the top fundraising team for each walk will be engraved on the trophy, which will be displayed in the Beechwood office of the Alzheimer's Association chapter. Last but not least, the most important team is Team Stratford. Team captain, I am going to mess this up again, and I am so sorry. Most improved team, say the name. Stratford? Najra. Thank goodness I have all this help up here. Najra Fitch. Absolutely exciting. Thank you, Najra. We would like to extend our heartfelt thank you to each one of you, our dedicated teams and participants. Through your passion, your hard work, the chapter's walk to end Alzheimer's have already proven to be such a huge success. Get ready for this number, raising more than $305,000 to support Cleveland's area chapters, free programs and services that we've talked about all morning long, as well as research for that cure that we are fighting for this devastating and debilitating disease. And just because Walk Day is here and we finally made it to this day, that does not mean that your fundraising has to end, everybody. Let's keep going. I am hoping, we are all hoping, that you will continue to get your friends, your family, your coworkers, anybody that you run into to donate, because we all know Alzheimer's isn't going away, especially without all of us. It's spreading across the country at an alarming rate, continuing to take its toll right here in Ohio daily. Donations will be received, please remember this, through December 31st and will be counted for this year's walk. We got plenty of time to keep going forward. There are 2 routes today, everybody. Are you getting your feet moving? Are you ready?